Greetings, fellow humans. Bad Mark here with another transmission from MacTech Keyboards. And today we're taking a look at something that I've been wanting to take a look at for some time, but, you know, stuff happens. I know of a couple of people that I talk to regularly in forums that had purchased the first versions, had issues, and not only did they praise Cerakeys' customer service, but they said that once they actually got replacements or the new revisions, that they were absolutely thrilled, happy, and over the moon about it. So they sent me out this set. I do believe it is black on white, and it's a cherry profile set. There's an A set and a B set. We'll see what those are in just a minute. Now, there was wrapping on this, a shrink wrap wrapping, and at first I was wondering, you know, why does it have both a plastic keycap puller and a wire keycap puller? Now they say steel. I mean, obviously the wire is probably made out of steel, but they say to not use this for pulling out keycaps. I personally probably wouldn't have included the switch puller as well, but they do include two Kailh box switches, which I don't know if it's a standard yellow because it's pretty heavy. It almost feels like a 60 gram, 55 to 60 gram weight on there, and it's just a very heavy Box Kailh yellow linear. They were very clear that they want you to use the plastic keycap puller, so we're just going to take this, put it to the side because we're not going to use it. In most situations, most keyboard enthusiasts that have been doing this for at least a little while will tell you not to use these on plastic keycaps. Plastic on plastic tends to scratch. Not always, but it will scratch. But being that ceramic, I don't know what level on the Mohs hardness scale it is, but it's definitely higher than plastic. It's not going to cause any issues. Even if for some reason you do see a marking left behind, it's probably just plastic that's rubbed off onto the ceramic. So for pulling these keycaps, you want to use, I hate to say it, the keycap puller that I always say, please don't use. So please don't use on plastic keycaps. On ceramic keycaps, this is what you want to use. So anyway, let's go ahead and open it up and see what we've got here. We got two sets. Set A. Oh, I did not actually see that on the back. They actually show what keys are in there. So that is actually nice. White, black A. I guess this is white, black B, but they came in the same box. So, now let me see what the kitting looks like. It does look like we have a shorter shift, so we should be able to fit a 75%. I've picked a Leobog Hi75, the new V3, as the base because I think that it will be a good medium ground, though I am positive I'll come back and try these, like say maybe on an aluminum and a plastic and maybe a wood keyboard and see how much the ceramic or the material, just to see how much the material, the ceramic that these are made out of, makes it different with different types of cases, different material cases. But we have the single one use. Yeah, all right, we do have proper kitting to fit on a 75%. So that is a good deal. All right, now that's nice. It does feels like it almost feels like a domino tile, but more ceramic and more slick. But it's not like slippery, like it's not gonna slip out of my hands if I squeeze it, because it's not super slippery. But I forgot if I thought I got the matte, but maybe I got the gloss. It didn't say anywhere on there. I would guess that that's a gloss because of that shine. But I have to say that is very nice. Now let me, out of curiosity, ooh, 4.3 grams. So one keycap weighs 4.3 grams. And just to compare, let's see if this even reads, to double shot, 1.4 grams. So we're looking at almost 3 times the weight as a standard keycap. So we definitely have more mass. That mass, honestly, I think, just in my, I don't know, guesstimation, I kind of get the feel that this is going to allow us, depending on the combination of materials we use, get a very high-pitched sound out of it, or a very deep tone out of it. In my opinion, density goes towards a deeper range because it captures more of the sound waves. Less sound waves are going to be absorbed by it because it's so dense of a material. So it should, in theory, and granted, I'm not a materials scientist or expert by any stretch of the imagination, but my thinking is that it should be deeper if in the right combination. But anyway, I gotta say, I really love the way that these look. That shine is, it's one thing to have shine on ABS keycaps that you use because it makes them look worn. But this is more like a shine of a new car off the lot, that freshly painted, that, you know, it's not seen a day of rain or bird poop, and it's just slick. I mean, I hate to be so minimalistic, but slick is really the word that comes to mind, but then I'm an 80s kid, so today I'm going to be loading up these Cerakeys black on white cherry keycaps on the Leobog Hi75 V3, which I recently got, and I did a sound test. Just like the rest of the Hi75s, it has a very pleasant stock sound test. I've yet to open it. I will be coming back to this one, opening it up and seeing what we can do on the internals, but that's for another day. Now, I do have loaded on here what are called, or what I call, sunny side up Franken switches. I recently made them, and I will include a sound test to these loaded up with standard double shot PBT cherry keycaps so that you can get a baseline. But for the most part, this is made up of a Gatoron smoothie housing and spring, as well as a Gatoron yellow stem. And in my opinion, it's just slightly deeper than, say, a milky yellow. So think of a milky yellow and turn the bass down a couple of notches, and that's what these are going to sound like. So I have a Velcro here that doesn't want to leave me alone. Gee. Are you gonna let me pay pet tax? Huh? What are you gonna do? You're just gonna trample? Oh, you're gonna just lay yourself there? And but what you're gonna do? Okay, so this is my life now. You want to rub yourself on anything more, sir? That keyboard? Okay, you like that keyboard? How about them keycaps? You like them keycaps? Huh? Huh? Oh, you really seem to like those keycaps, don't you? And that keyboard. I didn't put any catnip on this, I swear. He sometimes honestly gets a little upset with me when I'm making videos. Like, how dare you do something and not pay attention to me? Like, if he's not sleeping and he's fed, when it comes to me, it's like, it's now time for you to worship. But anyone out there that has a cat, I'm just preaching to the choir. All right, buddy. I really got to get this video finished. Can you let me finish? Look up here. Okay, you're going? Okay. So, I gave you enough loving? All right, sorry about the pet interruption there. Anyway, so these sunny side switches, sunny side up switches, a Franken switch, like I said, it's just the Gatoron yellow stem swapped out for the standard smoothie stem. It's not long pole, so it has the full travel, and it has more of a bassier bottom out, in my opinion. Slightly bassier. I mean, I could tell the difference between these and a Milky Yellow Pro blind, but just barely. Like, I had to do it several times to go, okay, that one's it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and load up these keycaps, kind of get an impression of what they sound like, load it up, and then we'll move on to the sound test. So, all right, so here we are, fully loaded with the Cerakeys black on white keycap set, and I low-key feel like I just got my new favorite keycap set because, wow, I thought it was going to be deep. I did not know it was going to be this deep, and for me, deep is just what drives me when it comes to keyboards. Just for a quick sample. Wow, that's all I can say about the sound. Wow, they feel lovely because it is, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've loved plastic keycaps forever. I have some wooden keycaps, they're nice as well, but this, I feel like I'm typing on something more expensive than I should be spending. Like, it's almost luxurious. I hate to use that word. I'm not one for luxury. I'm a simple man. I just like nice things, but I don't need to have the most expensive. But holy mackerel. Now, I do see that I don't know if it's that they mixed them up, or it looks like the alphas are shiny while the modifiers are actually more of a matte, which gives it, you know, still while retaining the same colors, actually gives it a separation between the two. And that normally would throw off my OCD, but I like it. I gotta say, I like it. These are very nice. Now, I think I know why they included these really heavy Kailh switches. I think they're meant to be for the long keys, like the long shift, if you're in a right shift, and the space bar. I want to say the Smoothies have a 58 gram spring. I could be wrong, but I know it's a little bit heavier, so it handles the weight, because, I mean, like I said, we're dealing with keycaps that are 3 times the weight of their counterparts. Now, we do have pretty good kitting for standards. There's not going to be any Alice compatibility or any ortho compatibility, but from 60, 65, 70, 75, TKL, anything up to a TKL. No 1800s, no full size. There's no numpads. I'm going to assume that that's probably an addition, like an extra keycap set. But at least it covered the 75%. I just really like how it sounds. I think it's lovely, and yeah, I'm actually thankful that I finally got a chance to get to try these out. And unfortunately, the only thing now is that I want to try them on like 10 different keyboards, and it's like, oh. So I think that you'll be seeing these again. I do want it, like I said, I want to try it, what it sounds like on a wooden, what it sounds like on a acrylic, what it sounds like on a wooden keyboard, what it sounds like with an aluminum plate versus, say, an FR4 plate or a PC plate like we have here, with foams, without foams. I want to see what kind of different sound profiles we can build out of this. But for now, I'm just like, I'm honestly, wow. I just wow. These are, not only are they nice, they are so deep. I just love it. All right, so taking a look at the site, it looks like they sell these in A, Bs, and Cs. A's being a certain set of alphas, B's being mostly the modifiers, and C being the numpad, the keycap set. And you can get all three. I think there are 45 separate, but if you get all three of them, you can get them for 120, and that includes for a full set keyboard. So basically anything from a full down to a 60%. So, but this is just A and B. So just the A and B sets appears it'll get you anything up to a TKL. I can see why they're priced more. I mean, they're definitely made out of a, it's ceramic, and it's gloss or matte ceramic. Like I said, I think this is a mix, and they do have matte and glossy mix. So I'm guessing that's what they did here. So when taken into consideration that a full set from one of the, brands, the bigger brands, keycap set, that are just plastic and do come in some pretty poor packaging, can range in the 120 plus range, even up to $180, $200, even more for a full set. This is a no-brainer. I'd much rather, if I'm going to pay that much for a keycap set, I'd rather pay for something that's quality, something that's not going to shine over time. I mean, not shine and make it look cheap, but a nice glossy shine that's meant to be there. And that's probably going to last me way longer than any plastic keycaps are going to last. I mean, it just makes sense. Will everybody like these? I don't know, but I think that a lot of people may not think that it's a good idea, and then if they try them, because I mean, like I said, I was like, I heard ceramic keycaps, and I was like, I don't know. But I hadn't touched them, I hadn't felt them, so I didn't have enough data to form an opinion. Now I do, and I get it. I get it, and now I'm going to have to buy me some more sets, and that's the only thing grim about this, is that I'll probably end up spending more money. Anyway, any other sets I get, you guys will get to find out about them. But for those of you guys out there that do have a Cerakeys keycap set, I would love to hear what you guys think. Does it match my experience? Is it different? Tell me. Share with me down in the comments below. If you haven't bought any ceramic keycap sets, do you want to get them? Are you holding off? Let's get a discussion started about this. Anyway, for now, I'm going to leave you guys with a stock sound test. Like I said, this is a Hi75 V3, and we have my sunny side up switches. Make sure to drop a link below for a previous sound test so you can do comparisons between this keycap set and a standard double shot PBT keycap set, which I think you will find is significant. It's very rare that you can change out the keycaps and make a significant difference in the bass sound of the keyboard. I mean, you can make a change, especially if you go from some nice 1.7 millimeter thick PBT keycaps to some 0.9 ABS shine throughs. They're obviously going to sound different than plasticky, but this is leaps and bounds. It's an almost a order of magnitude better in as far as how it sounds, and not only that, how long these are going to last, because they're definitely going to last more than plastic, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll go ahead and leave you guys with a stock sound test with links to the previous sound test. Maybe I'll do a super cut in between so you can hear them side by side when I do this sound test in the video. As always, any questions, comments, suggestions for when I come back to these or any other Cerakeys sets, please let me know down in the comments section below. For now, I just want to wish everybody out there a wonderful rest of your day, and until the next transmission, keep calm and keyboard on.